All right, so are you ready to dive deep into DIY Christmas earrings?
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, the blog post we're looking at today, it is packed with ideas, not just for crafting,
Right.
but for selling these festive creations.
I like that.
We're not just gonna like throw glitter on some shapes.
Yeah.
We're gonna uncover what makes people want to buy these things.
Yeah. That's the important part.
It is. So it's kind of cool because this blog post, it talks about stocking up on essentials,
hmm
your plywood acrylic, and even jumps right into the laser cutter,
Oh, wow.
the X-Tool M1.
Okay.
But before we get lost in tools,
Yeah.
they make a really good point of saying good design is key.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have all the tools in the world,
Right.
but if your designs aren't eye-catching,
Yeah.
no one's going to buy them.
They won't sell.
Nobody's going to buy them.
And what I thought was so fascinating is they actually recommend going to Etsy and buying pre-made patterns.
Oh, that's smart.
Like a couple bucks, you save yourself hours of design work.
Absolutely. It ensures like a professional look.
Totally. And they actually shout out this one Etsy seller
Okay.
who has all these minimalist geometric patterns that are super popular. And it's like,
I can see why.
I know, because you can adapt them to so many different
Holiday themes?
holiday themes. So it's like maybe thinking outside the box a little bit with those
Yeah,
patterns.
Totally.
So then they get into the 7-step process for crafting these earrings.
Right.
You might think, oh, 7 steps, pretty basic.
Yeah.
But there's some really good
Like insider tips
insider tips
woven into each step.
woven in. So step 1, prepping your workspace.
Okay.
You might think, well, duh, but they connect this to stocking up on supplies later on.
Oh, interesting.
A well-organized space helps you see what you have and what you're missing.
That's smart. Like, that's really good pre-planning.
So you don't want to be scrambling for red glitter on December 23rd.
No.
Step 3, setting up your laser cutter.
Now, full disclosure, I'm a little intimidated by these machines.
Okay, I understand that.
But they really emphasize that the software is actually quite user-friendly.
Oh, good.
And there's no need to reinvent the wheel when it comes to settings.
Right.
You can actually look up, like, the recommended settings online
Well, that's smart.
for different materials,
Yeah,
which can save you a lot of trial and error.
for sure.
So speaking of, making the most of your time, let's jump to step 7,
Okay.
quality control.
Uh-huh.
I love how they emphasize that it's not just about catching mistakes.
Yeah.
It's about appreciating your work and then also like
Checking
checking everything and making sure that everything is symmetrical.
those little details.
Tiny details.
That can make such a difference.
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk designs.
Yes. Let's get to the fun stuff.
Okay. So these Christmas tree earrings they describe, they're neon pink, crystal glitter acrylic.
Oh, wow.
They sound like statements.
Statement pieces for sure. Right. Then they've got these snowflake earrings.
Okay.
They're described as delicate and sparkly, catching the light just like real snowflakes.
Love that.
And they even mention that they're super lightweight,
Okay.
but comfortable to wear all night.
So important.
Oh my gosh, I know.
Yeah.
So you're not like dying at the Christmas party.
Exactly.
And then they've got these star earrings with a really cool retro vibe,
Oh.
like a throwback to the 60s and 70s.
Okay.
And then they've got these ornament ball earrings
Yeah.
that sound so fun and versatile. Clear acrylic
Oh, nice.
means they go with everything, and then the laser cutting gives them a really clean and modern look.
You can dress them up or down.
Totally. And then, okay,
okay.
last but not least,
Yes.
leather candy cane earrings. Genuine leather,
What?
red and silver glitter.
Oh, my God.
And get this
Yep.
textured to look like crushed candy canes.
Oh, that's so cool. I love the texture.
I know.
That's a good idea.
Okay, so we've got the designs down.
Yeah.
But let's shift gears
Huh.
to the business side of things. So they have all these tips for beginners who want to turn their crafting hobby into something more.
Make some money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what I thought was interesting is they emphasize that it's not just about selling a product. It's about building a brand.
That's smart.
Yeah. So they recommend thinking about what makes your earrings special.
Okay.
Is it the unique designs? Is it eco-friendly materials?
Right.
The personal touch that you add?
Those are all good things to highlight.
And then I was like, what?
Yeah.
When I read this tip,
Okay.
they say to start early,
What do you mean?
like September early.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But it makes sense
Yeah.
because it gives you a head start on designing, getting feedback, stocking up on supplies before the holiday rush hits.
That's so smart. I can see how all of that would be
Exact-
super beneficial.
Totally. So then they also recommend stocking up early.
Yeah.
Maybe even teaming up with other makers to buy in bulk
Oh, that's a good idea.
and save some money.
Yeah, community over competition.
Totally. But even with the best laid plans, sometimes things go wrong.
Always.
That's why they recommend seeking feedback early and often,
Okay.
especially from friends and family who
Right.
can give you like
Bring
honest
up to-
opinions.
Yeah.
It's like having a built-in focus group.
It's true. Because when you're so close to a project,
Yeah.
you don't see all the things.
You need that outside eye.
You need that outside perspective.
And they also highlight the importance of engaging your audience on social media.
Ooh, social media.
And it's not just about posting pretty pictures.
Yep.
It's about strategically using these platforms
Yeah.
to connect with potential buyers.
Yeah.
So think like using polls and quizzes to see what people like,
Oh, that's a good idea.
giving sneak peeks of your process,
Mhm.
making them feel like they're part of your creative journey.
You'll love that.
Yeah. So they talk about different platforms for selling. Okay. So they mention Etsy, which is, great for beginners.
It's easy.
It's easy, low risk.
Yeah.
But for those who are thinking bigger,
Okay.
wanting more control over their brand aesthetic, Shopify gets a shout out.
I see.
But no matter what platform you choose,
Mhm.
you can't escape the question of pricing.
Pricing. Yeah.
They say don't sell yourself short.
No, don't.
It's so tempting to undervalue your work,
Absolutely, especially when you're starting out.
especially when you're starting out. Yeah. So they suggest doing your research, see what similar earrings are selling calculate your costs,
Yeah.
and then factor in a fair profit margin.
Right. Know your worth.
There are even online calculators
Oh, wow.
that can help you with this.
That's super helpful.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about social media? Because
Oh, yeah.
this is a big one these days.
So they really emphasize, using these platforms strategically to tell your story, to connect with your audience, and to really showcase what makes your earrings unique.
That makes sense.
So think about things like offering exclusive discounts to your followers,
Okay.
host live Q&A sessions
Oh,
where you
really?
answer like crafting questions,
Yes.
and even show little behind-the-scenes snippets of your process.
I love that.
It's those little glimpses that can be so powerful.
Totally.
Now, we briefly touched on partnering with local boutiques or shops.
Yes.
That could be a good way to expand your reach
Absolutely.
beyond online sale.
Get your name out there.
Totally. And then for those of us who are working with a tighter budget,
Yeah.
the blog post has some great tips for using
Afford
the
it.
more affordable materials
Yeah.
without sacrificing style.
Okay, like what?
So they champion faux leather and polymer clay.
Those are good ones.
Yeah, you can find amazing textures and colors, and they can look just as stunning as more expensive materials.
I agree.
And they also address the whole gifting etiquette thing.
Ooh.
Is it okay to give earrings as gifts?
Yeah, it's a tacky.
Yeah. They actually turn this into a positive, and they argue that handmade earrings are incredibly thoughtful because it shows that you put in that extra effort.
It's true. It's more personal.
And it's a gift that can be worn and enjoyed for years to come.
I like that.
So speaking of, personal touches,
Mm-hmm.
the post gets philosophical
Oh,
and talks about the symbolic meaning behind earrings.
interesting.
They're more than just accessories. They can represent a special memory, a shared passion, even a little bit of holiday magic.
I love that.
It's really interesting how such a small object
Yeah,
can hold so much meaning.
I know.
So we've covered a lot in this deep dive so far.
We have. We've gone from inspiration to
To techniques,
Let's just know how.
but even the emotional significance behind these little pieces of art.
Yeah.
So in the next part,
Right.
we're going to delve even deeper into some of the marketing strategies and social media tactics.
Oh, I like it.
And we'll unpack those frequently asked questions in even more detail, so stay tuned.
Can't wait. Okay, so picking up where we left off, let's dig into this marketing thing a little more.
Okay.
Because they talk about, thinking about your brand story.
Oh, yeah.
It's not enough to just have cute earrings.
Right.
You've got to connect with people
Okay.
on a deeper level.
So we're weaving a narrative around these earrings.
Exactly. So maybe you share your inspiration,
Okay.
your process, the challenges you've overcome.
I like it.
So let's say you use reclaimed materials.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great story
Yeah.
to tell.
It's not just an earring. It's like a statement about
Yes.
sustainability.
Right. Okay, so speaking of showcasing your values,
Yeah.
let's talk about actually selling these things.
Okay. How do we get the money?
So they break down these different platforms.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting because it's they cater to different comfort levels.
Okay.
So for someone just starting out,
Yeah.
maybe they're intimidated by this whole e-commerce thing.
It can be scary.
Etsy gets a lot of praise.
Etsy's easy.
Easy to set up.
Yeah.
You're tapping into this existing market.
Yeah, people who love handmade.
Exactly. And the fees are pretty reasonable.
Yeah, that's a big one.
So I think Etsy's like a good stepping stone.
Totally.
You can test the waters without, going all in.
Right.
But then for those who are maybe thinking bigger,
Right.
long term,
Yeah.
wanting more control over their brand,
Yeah. Shopify
gets a shout out.
Shopify, yeah, I see that a lot with people
Yeah.
who are really serious about their craft.
Exactly.
Having a website, even if it's just a simple one-pager,
Right.
it makes it feel more professional.
Yeah, it's like
Legitimate.
you're a real business.
Yeah.
And as your brand grows,
Uh-huh.
Shopify lets you, add more products,
Oh, yeah.
expand
It's categories.
Yeah, build that empire.
Shopify empire.
Okay. But no matter what platform you choose,
Yeah.
can't escape this question of pricing.
Pricing.
Yeah.
It's the big one.
Don't sell yourself short.
Oh, it's so easy to do that.
I know, especially when you're starting out.
Especially when you're starting out.
Just like, I just want to get my name out there.
Yeah.
I charge like $5.
Yeah, and they're like, no.
No.
So do your research.
Yes.
See what similar earrings are going for. Calculate your costs.
Mm-hmm.
Factor in a profit margin.
Right. Know your worth.
There's even online calculators that can help
Oh, that's nice.
take the guesswork out of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, can't forget about social media.
Social media. This is huge.
Big
Stephanie.
one. And they say, go beyond just posting pretty pictures.
Right.
It's about using it strategically
Okay.
to connect with those buyers.
So think like offering exclusive discounts to your followers,
Mm-hmm.
host Q&A sessions, little behind the scenes.
People love the behind the scenes.
They do. They want to see how it's made.
Yeah.
And maybe you teach like a quick tip.
Ooh, a little tutorial.
Yeah, and a video.
Yeah.
Positions you as like the expert.
The expert.
Okay, now they have this FAQ section. That, I think, is super relevant.
Okay.
Addresses a lot of common concerns.
Mhm.
And they start with the big one. Is it actually cheaper
To make your own earrings.
to DIY? Is it?
It depends.
Classic, it depends.
Classic, it depends. So, if you're already crafty,
Okay.
you have supplies.
You're making simple designs.
Yeah,
Probably.
probably.
But if you're investing in tools like a laser cutter
Yeah,
or working with high-end materials, it can add up.
it can get pricey.
So it's a trade-off.
Yeah.
You're getting the creative control,
Yeah.
the satisfaction of making something unique,
Right.
but it might not always be the cheapest option.
Exactly. Okay, another question they get a lot is about durability.
Can I wear these every day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Will they fall apart after one wear?
Right.
So they say with the right materials and techniques,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
But they emphasize good earring findings.
Yeah, those are key.
We've all had that experience where an earring breaks
Yeah.
or the back falls off.
And it's so annoying.
It's the worst.
And then the big question, can I actually make money doing this?
Yeah, are we going to be rich?
So they don't promise like overnight riches,
Okay.
but they highlight the potential, especially during the holidays.
That's when people are buying gifts.
Yeah, and what they say is so important is focus on original designs.
Yes.
Create a strong brand, connect with the right customer.
And they even say reach out to local boutiques or shops
Oh,
that
yeah.
align with your style.
I love that idea. So it's not just about online, it's
Yeah.
about exploring all avenues.
Get your name out there.
Totally. And for those on a tighter budget,
Mm-hmm.
they give tips for using affordable materials without sacrificing style.
Okay, like what?
They're all about the faux leather and the polymer clay.
Oh, yeah, those are great.
You can get such cool textures and
Yeah.
colors.
They look just as good.
And then they address the whole gifting thing again.
Okay.
Is it okay to give earrings as gifts?
Which you would think would be a no-brainer.
But some people overthink it.
They do.
But they're like, no. It's actually super thoughtful
Okay.
because it shows you, like, put in the effort.
It's from the heart.
Exactly. And plus, it's a gift they can wear and enjoy
Yes.
for a long time.
I like that.
It's not like a gift card.
Yeah, you're not just like, here's $20.
Exactly. And then they go into the symbolic meaning of earrings. I love this part.
Okay.
They say earrings can represent a special memory, a shared passion,
Oh,
even a little bit of holiday magic.
I love that.
And it's like, wow,
Yeah.
such a small object can mean so much.
It's true. All right, so we've covered a lot of ground here,
We have.
from, like the practical steps of crafting
Mm-hmm.
to the business strategies to the emotional significance.
It's deep.
It is. Okay, so in this final part,
Right.
let's pull it all together.
Yeah.
Let's give our listeners some actionable takeaways.
I love it. All right, so we've covered the inspiration, the techniques, the business stuff, even how, like, emotionally significant these little earrings can be.
A journey.
I know. So for anyone listening who's like, wait, maybe I could make earrings too?
Yeah.
This blog post shows that you can.
Totally.
So where do we go from here?
Well, I think the biggest takeaway, honestly, is believe in yourself.
Yeah.
You don't need to be a pro to make beautiful earrings.
Right.
You can totally learn as you go.
Yeah.
Experiment.
And it's okay to
Make mistakes.
Yeah.
It's all part of the process.
And another big takeaway
Yeah.
is planning and organization.
Yes.
We talked about starting early.
Yeah.
Stocking up.
Giving feedback.
It might seem boring,
Yeah.
but it sets you up for success.
Think of it like building a house.
Oh, yeah.
You need a good foundation
Right.
before you start decorating.
Totally.
And then don't forget about good design and quality.
Mm-hmm.
Invest in some good patterns.
Yeah.
Use good materials. Pay attention to those little details.
The finishing touches.
Yeah, because that's what's going to make your work stand out.
Yeah. Those little things make a big difference.
I really do.
Yeah.
And of course, marketing and social media.
Can't forget about that.
You got to use those platforms to tell your story,
Mm-hmm.
connect with people,
Yeah.
showcase what makes your earrings special.
Yeah. Give them a little behind-the-scenes action.
Yeah, offer discounts, do Q&As.
It's all about building a community.
Totally.
And remember, we talked about partnering with local boutiques and shops.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a place in your town that features local artists.
Reach out to them.
You never know what opportunities are out there.
That's right.
So basically, if you've ever thought about making and selling earrings,
Yeah,
do it. You've got this.
you totally do. You have the resources, the knowledge, the passion to make it happen.
Yeah. So don't be afraid to experiment, learn, grow, embrace the challenges, celebrate the victories.
Have fun.
Exactly. Crafting is about sharing your joy and creativity with the world.
It is.
So go make those awesome Christmas earrings.
Yeah.
You can turn your passion into something really special.
Happy crafting, everyone.
Happy crafting.